This glass studio was built in 1991 and the program became one of the first in the country. Bowling Green State University's fencing team started in 1945 and it was co-educational. Almost 50 years later, this is now recognized as a student organizational club. This is the 15th annual Kid-Style Egg Scramble for adults. Participants pick up eggs like this that have cash prizes, raffle tickets, and candy inside. This is the 9th annual STEM in the Park event at the Perry Fieldhouse. This attracts many people. Get Inspired opened in downtown Bowling Green right across the street from Beckett's. They have another branch in Perrysburg called Get Healthy. With all the bars and clubs downtown, a Pemberville native is bringing class to Bowling Green with wine. Injured, orphaned, or sick animals are brought to nature's nursery. This screech owl was brought in by a park ranger. Brittany Tanner did everything necessary for his treatment.
We went through, gave him fluids, put him on some meds for a few weeks, and then he was improving.
Besides screech owls, the center also treats possums, ducks, and great horned owls. Altogether, Nature's Nursery has taken in over 3,000 animals this year. Each animal is treated differently based on its condition.
So if we get a robin that has head trauma, it flew into a window. So cases like that, it's a little bit less time. It really depends on the species of the animal and what injury we're dealing with.
In the case of the screech owl, it's 35 days and counting. He was in quarantine for a contagious disease on his lower beak.
And now he's back up in the clinic and we're running a few more tests on him to see if there's anything we can do to benefit his injury or make him progress a little bit faster and smoother.
Helping him and the other animals progress benefits them and the environment. Volunteer veterinarian Jody Keller knows why it's important to help these animals recover.
I feel like everybody should, care about their surroundings because some of these animals aren't as prevalent as they used to be, and that's sad.
That's why Nature's Nursery is happy to treat the large number of animals that it does. Flames, tools, and concentration. They all come together to create pieces of art. Twice a week, BGSU students like Keegan O'Brien learn the skills of glass blowing.
Patience, because you're going to mess up and you just have to keep trying.
It starts inside a furnace with heat over 2,100 degrees. Glass is removed on a pipe. While it's still hot, the glass is shaped and formed. As it starts to cool, it's reheated in a chamber. Then the glass artist continues to work on the piece. And the process continues until there's a finished product.
I was introduced to glass at BG and then just became my passion.
This glass studio was built in 1991 and the program became one of the first in the country. The program at BGSU introduces students to the basics of glass blowing. Professor Allison Hogue knows it's the first step toward a career. The next step is the chance to work at the Toledo Museum of Art.
So we are lucky to have not only the TMA Glass Pavilion, but a number of professional glass workers in the area that hire our students.
Those students now are getting their chance to continue a tradition that started thousands of years ago, thanks to the BG Glass Studio. St. Baldrick's helps raise money for childhood cancer. Participants can shave their heads, volunteer, or fundraise. Even though this event is once a year, Haley Lander said it takes a lot of planning.
We've been prepping since September, I think.
People who shave their heads prepare even longer. Shaving your head can be an emotional experience for some, but Nyoka Thatcher does it to support a friend who got diagnosed with a brain tumor.
We were like, wow, you never think somebody in your friend group is going to get hit with that.
Nyoka shaved her head about the same time as her friend. Nyoka said if her friend beat cancer, she would shave her head again. And guess what? Her friend beat cancer. Nyoka kept her word. She even has a positive attitude about it.
I mean, it's just hair. It grows back. Who cares?
Nyoka plans to shave her head every 2 years. She feels connected to her friend. And St. Baldrick's is the reason people get to make a difference. Reporting for BG Now, I'm Danielle Kane. Fencing is a sport that requires extreme focus. You need fast hands and feet movements, as well as a helmet and uniform. Bowling Green State University's fencing team started in 1945 and it was co-educational. Almost 50 years later, this is now recognized as a student organizational club. Will Mercer joined the fencing club almost 2 years ago. She says this club helps her anxiety.
It sounds like a metaphor, but it's not. But you get tunnel vision in those masks, and that tunnel vision is what I needed.
It lets her focus on what's in front of her. She never saw herself fencing. She thought it was out of her comfort zone until she gave it a try. At practice, Will and her teammates are hooked up to electric scoring systems. These cords help them tell who hits who. It's difficult to learn the technique, however, Will caught on quickly.
Will has been really interested in learning like the mechanics of everything, which is great.
Learning is big when trying to fence, but the lessons are even bigger. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. This is the 9th annual STEM in the Park event at the Perry Fieldhouse. This attracts many people. This event offers learning opportunities for all ages. Companies, programs, and schools put their best foot forward. From robotics to making ice cream, the wide array of activities showed off the spectrum of work in the STEM field. First-year attendee Erin Tokmak enjoyed the activities.
Probably my favorite part is the robotics and engineering. It's one of my favorite things to do is engineering and stuff like that.
STEM in the Park is a labor of love. To bring together hundreds of groups to campus for one day is a massive undertaking. Organizer Jenna Pollock believes her hard work paid off.
The celebration of learning, of STEM learning. Families can come and have a great hands-on experience. We have over 175 activity stations for people of all ages to enjoy. We love that kids and adults and grandparents can all learn together and have fun.
Hopefully, STEM in the Park will have sparked interest to the next generation of scholars. Reporting from BG24 News, I'm Danielle Kane.